What is going on, everybody? Back on it. Demon Slayer season 4, episode 5, 6, possibly 6. We are at the last, I guess, Hashira here. He's the only one that we haven't gotten any. We've gotten him on screen, but as far as seeing his personality, as far as seeing his fighting style, as far as seeing his, I guess, breathing technique in action, because you know how like they can't see it in the world, but we see it as a viewer. And then if he uses any type of special blade, as we've kind of seen, you know, she's got her whip and just other, they're just not like basic blades. Some of them kind of have a little specialty to it. He's the only one left that we have no idea kind of what his is. We know he's the Stone Hashira. I'm curious how that is. I'm curious what they're going to go with to animate that. Like, what are you going to show me here? It's kind of the same thing with the girl. I forget her name. Like, the love. I feel like I don't... If I saw that, I'd be like, oh, that's love. Like, when with her style of, like, how they show to animate it. When I see Homeboy over here creating tornadoes, like, I know, like, he's the wind. When I see the mist starting to, like, okay, that's mist. And we see the water and, you know, all those type of things. So I'm curious what they do to show, quote unquote, Stone, and if he has any special type of blade, and then just his personality in general. We were talking about, you know, kind of where are Zenitsu and Inosuke, because this would be, because I think we only get 8 episodes of this. No, I don't know the count, but it's not double digits. I know that much. It's like, dang, so we're gonna go through essentially a season and a half, because I'm not counting this as a full season, of them not even on screen. If you're going to have them play important roles to come in this final battle, I want to see them training and get better, because all we're seeing is Tanjiro. So Zenitsu's back on screen. You know, he hasn't shown me anything. He's just same shit. We saw Inosuke at the end of last episode. I'm just curious to see if they've become better. And then also, now that I'm sure he's our last Hashira, we don't have to bounce around any other location or any other training. Are they going to show us the other Hashiras attempting to awaken their mark, or whatever you want to kind of label it as or call it? I would like to see that before this season ends. And then we see that they have been infiltrated. No one has seemed to pick up on that. Maybe somebody has, they just haven't shown it to us, the viewer. But they got to handle that as well. And then any other kind of moving parts that they decide to show us. Let's go ahead and move this over here and get it started. And then House of the Dragon starts tonight. So I think what I'm probably going to do is have those be Monday uploads. So if you're seeing this on the 16th, House of the Dragon, if you're interested in that, will be on the channel tomorrow. But let's go ahead and do it. Let's do it. And like, he just purposely doesn't have pupils. And I'm curious what his personality is like. Is he like secretly a piece of shit? Is he secretly mean? Is he secretly a pervert? Is he secretly anything? Or is he just, this is just him? I'm curious. Alright. And why is he always crying? Burning you with fire from below is dangerous. What's the scar on his forehead from? Who gave him that? So he passed out, put him in the river. Who, same thing with the Wind Hashira. Like, he is covered in scars. Clearly that's been, I'm guessing, throughout his journey. But, like, I'm curious, who gave him these scars? I'd like to see that. Especially if it's a demon that's alive. And the title was The Strongest. So Stone Boy is the strongest, saving the strongest for last. Tell you what I haven't missed is this screaming. I just turned my volume all the way down. He did not just blink over there, and they did not just triple replay that. Alright, where's Inosuke? Oh no, we're not doing that cut screen again, are we? Honestly, like, I'm not a fan of the screaming, the crying, and the crying, and the screaming. Screaming, crying, crying, screaming. But if they just want to contain it to one episode and keep it fucking moving, then I guess we can do that. Maybe he passed out. Is he drowning in the mask? Still doesn't know his name. Cut screen. I knew that shit was coming. Oh man, it's gonna be one of those episodes. Well, I hope we get some time with the Stone Hashira to see his personality and maybe what his technique and stuff looks like. That'll help balance out a little bit of the episode. The neck pain and everything it would be to keep your head in that. Hey, whatever you got to chant to keep it going, right? Get Zenitsu's ass over here. Cut screen's coming. Yep. Knew it. Because I would like to see them training. Because I don't want to see Zenitsu bust out some super duper lightning technique times 10 in this upcoming arc. And I've just seen him running around crying for the last time on screen. Murata might be like, you know, he could be, you know, maybe a useful component. I mean, he's not gonna be taking out an Upper Moon, but I mean, he's better than some of these other fodder. Oh. That voice coming out of that face is still crazy. Yeah, what about him? Word on the street, he is him. Yeah. Smells different. Ooh. Do you think maybe he has his mark unlocked and others don't know? I'd like to think if he had it unlocked, it would have been known, like, at that meeting. Now, could he have unlocked it since then? Sure. But that's kind of crazy. That's an interesting thought. Is that him? Oh God. Where are this man's pupils? Or are they saying, like, because he's constantly crying, his eyes are just watery, or what? We need to focus up. Do you guys remember what happened when we with Rengoku in that situation? That demon's still alive, guys. We need to tighten up. We need to tighten up. And I feel like we are getting to a point in that story, and I know that's like his base personality and stuff. But I hopefully when shit hits the fan, and that's another thing. You guys told me that the anime has been done for what? Where are we going on? 4 years now? I mean, the anime, the manga, I did not know. I thought it was still ongoing, but finishing up like My Hero. I don't remember hearing any buzz about like, oh, the Demon Slayer manga finished and things like that. And I know like I wouldn't be plugged into that because I'm not trying to get spoiled or anything. But like when Attack on Titan ended, you know, and the anime was still going, like you would hear buzz about the anime, the manga ending and things like that. Maybe it was because it was 2020, it was during COVID, and who knows, shit just gets lost in that COVID shuffle. But I did not know the story was done. So what are we thinking? If they do a full like 20 plus episode season, is episode 5 going to be the final season? Like, or do they probably got to do a season and a half worth? Either way, I don't think we have 2 full seasons worth of material left, do we? Yo, do you guys not have any? What is she getting, a head count? Oh, so is she not trying to infiltrate? She's just looking for Nezuko? Yeah, he gave her some juice. Got her in that upper moon rank. He's getting a layout of the land, no? Guys, do we not have it? We're so screwed. And it's because, like, it's not like they have a super secret, like, surveillance team or anything like that. Like, what the Demon Slayers have are the Hashiras. And the Hashiras are busy. And there's just shit going on. They can't be training and be checking. He's getting the full breakdown and layout of everything right now. Like, they're just sitting, hanging out, checking this shit for fun. And they have... I would like to think that maybe one of them has an idea that something's off, or somebody is here, or something is happening. They just can't see it, or pinpoint it, or give an explanation. But they might not. They might not have any idea. Damn. I'd like to think one of the Hashiras like knows what's going on, and that would be kind of dope to see. That we're not just that fucked. Maybe we are. Maybe we're just ignorant to the whole thing. But I'd like to see the squad get serious, because there's a demon out there that you guys already ran into. And they took out Rengoku, and you guys were not even close. And I don't even think we saw Akuza's full... I don't even think that was his full juice, to be honest. I wonder how much strength he actually put out against Rengoku. 50%? 75%? Oh, they're giving up. They're calling it. Now, the ones that don't complete all the steps, we're not going to just throw them out there, right? Like, they're gonna be given support level duties, correct? I hope. You're not just gonna send these kids out to the slaughter. Now, they still might get slaughtered. They don't even have to be hot upper moons to slaughter some of these lower ranked kids. We'll see. Alright, they all didn't quit. Okay, I thought they all dipped. Okay. At least this seems like the most productive environment. Maybe Homegirl was as well. Everybody else seems to just not be socially aware. They're either too aggressive or don't care enough, and yeah. Yeah, this isn't a bad setup here. I hope we get a little bit more of the strongest. I hope we get a little bit more of interaction with him. We've only got about 7 minutes left. This seems way too, like, it seems way too happy-go-lucky, honestly. I'm waiting for a demon to just touch down in the middle of that room. Do they not have a smaller one he can start with and build himself up with, or what? It's just like this one. There's no semi-lighter ones. The thing is, they really think the demons are staying quiet, though. They are in your backyard. Eh? Who's that? Who's that? Oh! Genya. What's up, bro? I was on house arrest. Can Genya's been hanging out with him, though, a lot. It's been like, what, 2 seasons? What are we on, season 4? We saw Genya hanging out with the Stone Hashira in, like, season 2, no? What does he know that we don't know? Or does he have some strength that we don't know? Is the mark getting bigger? Oh, he said it's getting darker, excuse me. Some aggressive ass crows. Eh? Eh? He says he's not a good teacher. Heighten concentration to the utmost limit. Bro, get your big ass out from behind that tree and come help us. Why aren't you helping us? Well, give it a shot there, buddy. Now, ideally, you'd want this to be done in base form. Like, I don't want him to have to activate, you know, the Hinokami Kana. Like, I don't want him to have to, like, go into that fire breathing and then mix in the water breathing with it, tap into a little bit of Zenitsu's lightning and all that just to get the boulder moving. Like, ideally, I don't want to have to go Super Saiyan 2 or 3 to move this. I want to have the strength in base to move it, no? That would be ideal. Because if you could do it in base form, imagine what you could do if you were actually, you know, tapped in. Speaking of Super Saiyan, what the hell was that, Broly? Oh! He is Jack, though. Guys, I'm out here trying to put work in. He did move it. Oh, is he coming in? He's coming in with the boys? Alright, cool, 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 cool. The Genya inclusion is a nice switch up from Zenitsu. Dang, I'm kind of disappointed, though, that we're not getting more of the Stone Hashira in this. But we've still got episodes to go, so I guess it maybe doesn't all have to be here. But when you title the episode The Strongest, you know, you think it'll include him, you know? Hmm. When his sister's getting threatened? Or someone's about to die? Or when he's having nostalgic moments like this? I'm just waiting for the Stone Hashira to peek behind that tree again. Well, maybe Tanjiro's juice is going to be thinking of something not sad and aggressive and mad. Yeah. I think they kind of hinted at that when he was thinking about his family when they were sitting there eating. Maybe that'll be his juice, his motivation. Not thinking about, like, remember when the Wind Hashira stabbed my sister? Oh, shit. Okay, the soundtrack's going crazy right now. The mark activated for that 2 seconds. Wow. It took the mark to get him to move that? Holy shit. Zenitsu, get your ass to a boulder, bro. Or is this the only one? We all only have one to train with? That heartbeat blaze shit looks like a crazy animation. Oh, it's moving. It's going. It's working. I was just about to say... Actually, that's fine. If it stops there, then I'm fine with that. I was just about to say, I'm really glad they didn't have him go Super Saiyan with the mark and then just fucking shoot the boulder across the forest. Because then it's like, oh, okay. Alright, guys, I get it. And I'm glad that, like, it's taking the mark to activate just for him to get it to move. But now he's going crazy with it. So maybe it's, you know, maybe it's a little, eh. Oh. 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 I mean, pretty crazy shot. I honestly thought the Stone Hashira going Super Saiyan might have been the shot of the episode. Alright, cool. So nothing too crazy there. I'd say the last 2 episodes haven't been too crazy as far as giving us any crazy substance. I actually didn't... I enjoyed... So what was this episode? This was episode 5, 6, 5. I enjoyed the first 3. I felt like it had, like, good training to it. These last 2 episodes were a little wonky just because they sped through it so fast, and I was hoping that this episode might be a little... They sped through the training so fast. They just, like, cranked us through the three other Hashira. And then dropped us into the last one. And I was hoping that this episode was going to have the strongest, a little more incorporated. Not even... I don't even know why I said a little more incorporated. He wasn't incorporated at all. Now, we still have episodes to go. And I'm going to assume that he has a very important part to play because he might be... Now, again, I don't think he's going to be... I don't think he can deal with number 1, probably. But, and again, I don't know where his strength fully is, and I don't know if it's blasphemous to say. But he might be the only one that could maybe possibly run the 1v1s with one of those upper moons. Now, I don't think it would be number 1. So could he run it with number 2 and number 3? I don't know. I don't know if I'm like really like underestimating the upper 3 or if I'm underestimating him. Because I would naturally think that all the other ones would at least have to run in pairs against the remaining upper moons, but I'm not 100% sure. Regardless, him being the strongest, I feel like even if we don't get him on screen this season, he'll have a very important part to play going forward in the next season, that he should get decent screen time. But I hate trying to like shove in a character's personality and a character's backstory and why they're here and what gives them motivation all in mixed in while having like the fight of an arc going on. Like this is the peak of the peak arc, like next season, how whenever the fights happen, he might have that important of a part to play. I don't want them to shove in his personality and his backstory and his motivation and how he became strong and how he became the top Hashira and all this while he's fighting one of the upper moons at the same time. It's like, we have time to flesh it out now. So if they could give us a little bit of his personality and backstory and things now, that would be preferred. But we still have a couple episodes left. I'd like to think that they give us a little bit of him. Zenitsu, again, he's just here for comedic relief. And then, do you think what makes it so cool, or like so like, I guess maybe viral moments when he goes off like with his stuff, is because they drag his like crying and shit so much that like when they give us the opposite, it's like, oh man, look at him go. To where like if he was a little more calm or a little more locked in, it wouldn't be who knows. I mean, his character's been lost with me for a while. It's cool to see Genya get some screen time too, and we see him going crazy with that mark. Now, I think it might be, I might just be looking into this comment and it not even mean anything, but when Inosuke said maybe he's already unlocked his mark already, that was kind of interesting to think. Now, could he have unlocked it since they had that meeting and then everybody else just doesn't know? Sure, of course, 100%, absolutely. But I think it would just make a little interesting story if he already had it unlocked prior to that and just didn't share that information. I don't know, I'd just be curious to see kind of why and what he's able to do with his and all those type of things, but we'll leave it there and see. Appreciate it, everybody. Like, share, favorite, subscribe, and as always,